keep hearing, ah! And I was like, oh, she said, go. I think it's Isaiah. Listen.
Bah!
When I had a book bag on with all our food stuff in. When I say dad mode, without thinking, my body, I don't even know what happened. My body physically started reacting.
You hit him with that Will Smith Bad Boys run?
Oh, it was. Listen, Will Smith wouldn't have seen me that day. Will Smith wish he could sprint like me.
Oh,
I didn't stretch nothing. I didn't realize I was even that fast again. I'm sprinting to the woods. It's like, oh my god. And as I ran in the corner, then it started to hit me. I said, what is, because all I can see is Isaiah, his hands are kind of going up. I'm thinking, what has got him?
My son's getting mauled out here.
Right, I'm thinking, is it a bear? Is it a mountain lion? Is it, maybe it's a snake? Is it somebody? Now, whatever where I was in that corner, I had already made my mind up. I can't make this up. Every person, whoever this is, clearly has to die.
Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The wood
Remix.
It's the beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Look, you lost 4 fans right there. They said, well, I will try again next episode.
I will unsubscribe.
I will be here next week.
I will come back.
Clearly, this week is not
Monday.
it.
They are starting this episode out on Not a Banger. Welcome back to episode number 34. 35.
35, I think. Yeah, 35.
We are on 30. We on 35 for sure?
35. And
Last week was that Shaq number.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
Now we on that Kevin Durant, or old school Kevin Durant. We on that
35.
episode number 35.
Yeah.
My brothers, I love you all.
Love you too, man.
Got to throw it out there every now and then, man. Just in case your women ain't telling you that you love you, I love you.
Love you, brother.
If your kids don't tell you that they love you, I love you. All right?
You're worth
love
it.
you.
You're
worth it. You're beautiful to me.
You're worthy.
God did.
God did.
They ain't believe in us. They ain't want to see us win.
Look, we're gonna talk about that. First of all, that Jay-Z went to a different stratosphere. But I ain't gonna lie. I listened also. Look, Wayne. He first of all, modesty auto-tune. I don't know why he did it, but look, God did this thing when He made me. Look, that's all I walked away on that.
He added the N-word in there.
Look, I left that part out.
Shit, huh?
God did his thing when He made me.
So who had the better verse?
Clear Jay-Z.
Jay.
That's not
Clearly.
close. But I think it was Jay.
Long
then
shot.
I think clearly Wayne.
Spaz though for a few minutes on that song though.
First of all, why they give?
He
Listen,
was
I
He
know.
was Spaz though.
I know Jay is Jay. Well, just like Jay-Z is a low key bully when it comes to music.
How?
So I'm sick. I know he's a different stratosphere. I get it. I mean, if he came on Pops and Socks, clearly we're gonna be listening to Jay-Z 90% of the time. But
You're dang right.
Look,
Cut y'all's mics off.
I don't want. I'm gonna give me your mic. Why you sit over
Nah,
there?
son. Nah, fam.
Cut your mic off.
Hey, Hov, you already you know you're always welcome to come on Pops and Socks one day.
Hey, that's a friend of
For
the
sure.
pod.
Matter of fact, this gets the whole.
He's a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Look, can he just like this? That's all I need to see.
That's all we need.
Like,
man,
Double your rating.
Like-
Listen.
We go to 4 billion subscribers in one night.
share this till Jay-Z gets it.
Yeah, share this for Hov.
But if you could have one of the podcasters sit on this couch right now, who would you pick?
Ooh,
Just off the top of the dome.
another podcast.
Another podcaster or somebody that you see on social media that you're like, I like them.
Oh,
They're
Tim
good
Ross.
people.
I would love to sit down or be. Listen, Tim Ross gonna be on Pop Socks, and we going to the basement.
That's gonna happen. We can go to the basement. We can fly out.
We can fly out. Look, he said he'll fly us out.
He gonna fly us
You
out.
try to get flued out?
I'll get flued out.
I'll get flued out.
Ain't no shame in my
I
game.
will tell you who. I
Flew
forgot his
out.
name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So you know the table talk I sent y'all?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh yeah.
Round table?
Yes.
Dude with the blue toboggan. I forgot his name.
Dude with the
Karinga?
look. Hey, dude with the blue
Is his name
toboggan.
Karinga?
Hit us up.
Yeah, I think it might be Karinga.
Yeah.
But yo, crazy knowledge.
Man, y'all both gonna see
Anybody
this.
else?
I'm gonna have to invite Tony Baker just to like.
Oh, listen. We've been hollering for Tony Baker.
Tony Baker, please.
I'm afraid we won't get anything done because I feel like everything Tony says is hilarious.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, I ain't even say nothing.
He said, "Look, hey,
That's crazy.
Hey,
Look,
dog.
start doing the fake laugh."
Yeah.
The way he said pops and socks.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy.
So look, Bertrue, relax.
Relax.
Say it one time for the people.
Please,
Oh my
Say it, Tony.
Say Tony. Say Tony.
Do that dance. Do that dance.
You feel like, bro, these seasons they were cool, but
gosh.
they a little weird.
You know what? One thing comedians have always said that they hate being put on the spot to be
funny.
Yeah, hey man, tell
I
a
can see
joke.
that. That's like,
Bro,
I mean, people do that. Like,
promise
let's
you,
do. I mean, Black History Month just ended, but I feel like living in the area that we in, we have to do something funny or black. Do that dance. I know you know how to do that dance. I'm like, what dance? Look, the new dance they doing. I know how to because I'm black. I know how to do all
Do the
these things.
gritty.
Look,
You have to hit the gritty on them one time.
right? Like, excuse me,
That's
we
tragic.
don't all do these things necessarily.
Speaking of the gritty, as a black culture, the only thing that I am upset that I cannot do is the oh my gosh, what is that one?
Which one? The floss?
Nah, what's the
What do you feel like? You having a stroke?
I don't know what. Help him, Lord. The Dougie?
I can't
like-
I can't do it. He said what?
You look like Gabby trying to do the Dougie.
I can't do.
That's what he
Listen,
look like.
listen.
I can't do none of these half these dances.
I can do just about every other cultural dance. But
you
something
can't-
about that Dougie,
my body
I can't
just-
make that two
Can
and
you,
two
look,
equal
can you
four.
get sturdy out here though?
I can get sturdy.
I can
Boy,
actually
your
do 30.
knees
I
blow
can-
out.
I can get
Now your
sturdy.
knees.
I can only
Do
do
it right now. Look.
What you mean? I'll get over to show you right
Listen,
now.
no, how we know it's funny. Shaka works with kids. I have a son who knew all these dances, so I'm hitting the stratosphere. The point where
Yeah.
my son is all he's trying to teach me and tell me about these new dances out here. So
Hey,
he's like,
Dad, get started on them one
"You
time.
sturdy?" I said, "Dude," I said, "What?" I said, "I'm already." Look, first words out of my mouth when he said something about sturdy, I said, I'm sturdy. Like, I'm good. I'm not moving.
I'm perfectly
He
fine.
said, "What?" I said, "I'm not moving." That's what sturdy means. Like, you're firm. He said, "No, it's a dance." I said, "What?" I said, "What? How's it go?"
Wow.
And he just showed me. I said, "He did that first dip." I said, "Look, I wash my knees." I said, I wash my hip. Some of these dances, insurance won't lot. Insurance won't cover.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I gotta stretch before I walk now.
Hey, no. I'm that old man. So these young teens were at the YMCA doing box jumps, and they had like a 24, a 12, and a 6 inch box
You
sitting on
lost,
top of each other.
you lost me after 24.
Now you could jump on top of 24 mad easy. It was then they put the 12 on top. I was like, I got that. Then they added another 6.
Who you
And
think
The
you
20
JJ
so they had a
Watt?
24 and a 12.
Even in my
They
prime,
had
I don't know.
36.
and a 6.
Even in my prime,
So
I
they
wouldn't
had
have
what,
touched
42?
Yeah, 42 inches. I looked at that. I said I can easily clear that.
Stop.
I said no warm up.
These are pads.
You
or this
got
actual
blew out
box?
both-
These are the actual pads. Like
You got
the
blew
actual
both your
boxes.
meniscus.
Listen, me and Chandler walked up to that bad boy. I said, "You think I can get this?" He was like, "There's no shot." I said, "Oh, you doubt me?" I walked up to that bed. You know how you get one of those practice jumps just to see if your feet can come up as high as the box? Yeah. I tried it. Chandler said, "Don't do that, dog." He said, "You ain't
Don't
make it.
do
it." He said, "You didn't make it."
Oh my god.
He said, "Your feet didn't come up over the 6 on the practice jump."
He said-
The bad thing, if you miss it, your head's gonna hit that drywall.
Bow.
You know what?
So Shaka works at the YMCA, and if you work there long enough, they do have a lot of old elderly people. I feel like y'all have to call the ambulance at least once a week.
We haven't had any ambulance calls in a hot minute.
Oh, listen.
It was a season of us calling the ambulance at least.
Every time I go down there,
Call the
Summer.
ambulance.
Hey,
Ambulance.
I told you. The only thing I saw when you do that, I saw the ambulance pulling up at the front of the building. No lights. They not even got the siren on. They just shocking me on the stretcher.
Hey, dog. Let them know that I tried. Let them know that I tried.
Let them know, please. Tell my wife and my daughter.
Tell my wife I did it. All right. Tell her I cleared the box. I cleared the box. Delete all camera footage. I cleared the
I
box.
see LaShawn Shaka.
She'll have no sympathy for me.
I mentally see her sitting by your bedside. She'll show up.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I see her on her phone. She's not worried about him. She's on her phone, and right when you wake up, look, she said, "You didn't make it on that box, did you?" He said, "No, I didn't, baby." She said, "Now I gotta miss word because
man.
you."
It's for the
I heard
culture.
something about me,
It
yo.
was for the culture. I'll be a stay-at-home dad, all right?
She's, "Oh, you gonna stay home with Zola?" She said,
I don't want to stay home with someone.
"Oh my
Let me
goodness."
go back to work, bro. Oh man.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
you know what? I know y'all casually see us sipping our Sean Dawn out of our cup.
Hey,
Sean
we
We
Dawn.
don't
Yeah.
have Sean Dawn anymore.
Check.
Y'all ain't never had that Sean Dawn.
Boy, that was way before before I was even old enough to drink.
I told you we got that gold bottle. They got the Ace of Speed.
First of all,
That's how you know he's Shaka
Nah,
don't drink.
man.
He's naming a bunch of drinks that don't exist anymore.
why you holding your club so aggressively, Jones?
You
You hold it with 4 fingers, dog.
I have 3. because I'm gonna drop
Talk
it.
about that. Anthony got 3 fingers inside the little handle. I
Right.
clearly only have 2.
Bro,
How y'all be
did a
holding y'all
one,
coffee?
I was with thumb
Oh,
on
Bakari got 1
First and
finger.
foremost, I had a lot of coffee still in here, and when I was laughing, notice if you watch me, I put my hand over the top because I was shaking so bad, my coffee spilled all over this couch.
Wow, hey, it's your couch plan.
Listen, you're about to get
That's
new
your
one.
security.
Hey, but I got a question though. Like me and Jones talked about it a little bit. Also, I sent y'all the video of that. What is it? Somebody's daughter who got married.
Oh my
yeah.
God!
It started twerking.
Notice our podcast. We start off on the casual current events a little
God
bit more.
bless 'em, man.
Then we get
Look.
closer to the serious topics
Started twerking on her man's
at the wedding.
at the wedding. I'm talking about. Came out her wedding gown.
Oh yeah,
Look into a full
She was
laced
wearing She was
outfit,
wearing a bodysuit of white.
a bodysuit of
Looking
white.
like Catwoman.
Yeah,
Look, it started twerking on her man. Like I said, how would you feel if that was your son out there getting danced on?
Already sent you my response.
So
Mess it up. Hey,
so we're talking about the context of
the
marriage.
confines of marriage.
The
Oh,
confines of marriage. This is on his wedding. So make sure we set it up correctly.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking about your
This during the
this my
reception?
son-
This marriage?
This during the wedding's over. This
Yeah.
is the reception.
They had just
and
signed
my
through.
daughter. I saw my daughter-in-law trying to bust it down on my
on
son.
your son.
Cheers.
Mess it up, son. Hey, there you go, son.
You better be.
Nah.
Hey, nah. Hey, Brittany, show them how we used to do it.
Whoa.
Show them little here.
Look, that's the reason they got. That's the reason they got
do it.
4 kids right
Look,
now.
Do it for the
Show them why
vine.
they came here.
Do it for the
ain't gonna
vine.
I ain't gonna do it for the vine.
Nah, but okay. So you flip it around, and if that's your daughter doing that, like,
I'll break this. I'll break this pop of socks. Cup on both the heads.
break away.
Nah. First of all, my daughters
so-
would never hear
Nah,
me. You would not, because your name hasn't been switched yet. You would not disrespect the Andrew name like
But no,
that.
she said, no, it's over. It's
Yeah,
been
she
handled.
grown.
She said, I'm a McAfee now, Dad.
Nah,
You ain't
McAfee.
You a
I
McAfee?
made that name up.
Look,
I'm a
I hope
McAfee now.
Hope McAfee got money. Because I ain't
doing-
paying for this wedding out here. Guess
He's
what?
already paid for it.
Guess
so
what y'all
it's-
gonna be? Look, guess what y'all gonna be as soon as y'all get married? In
no.
debt.
He said,
In debt.
so why? So if it was your daughter, so if you saw your daughter out here doing the same thing, what would you do?
Oh, for real. I ain't paying for the wedding. Matter
The
of
wedding
fact,
you
you can't-
you
you
I'm
already
talking
paid
for
for
it.
it. I'm
No,
sorry,
no,
paid for
no,
There's no
no.
payment plans.
You're not taking. You can't pay for a wedding after it's over.
You can't.
You
Can't.
can't.
That's not the way it works.
Cash that check. I tell you that much. Draw that money out that
you
It's
account.
already been
You want
passed,
you want to
man.
cancel it? You want to cancel the check?
Cancel the
Hey,
check.
come to Easton, we'll avoid that check for you. It's a $30 fee, but we.
That check gonna bounce. But nah, honestly, I would be seriously upset though.
Would you?
If first of all, I'm just thinking, daughter, how long have you had that outfit on under that dress?
Second, where'd you
Why
learn these?
why was you up there in front of God?
My question is,
With that outfit.
My only question is, where'd you learn these moves? My baby,
busting it
My
open.
I think I would.
So if you saw Zola do that,
I gotta walk out.
You gotta walk out.
I gotta walk out.
I probably gotta leave. I
won't be at the wedding no more.
Y'all are. We
I had to
talking
go
about.
outside, get
I'm
some rest.
not
talking about
gonna watch
grown
my
kids.
daughter bust
What?
it open.
But you have no problem with your daughter-in-law busting open.
Cheers.
On your son. You know what y'all?
Cheers.
I like. Hey, he said, "Look, there's a double standard. I know.
There is. There is. Judge me.
People
So
in the
what?
comments,
So
I want you to crack an egg over this man.
Nah, man. So
Oh,
you
it's
okay?
done.
50,000
Are you
lashes.
okay with your daughter-in-law busting it open on your son?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Only because
In
it's
the
in
confines
public.
of marriage.
Yeah, like to me, yeah.
Ain't no you can't say in the confines of marriage if the daughter doing it on your son and not if the
In front
son
of
doing it on your daughter.
Listen, in front of the pastor. Look, the pastor's here.
My
yo.
only thing is, I mean, people like to break it down and dance at wedding receptions. I'm cool with that. Now, the grinding, the lap dances,
Yeah.
might be a little much.
Yeah, realistically, like you said, hey dog, look, hey dog,
it's
you
already-
save
come
that
on,
for
man.
save that for the hotel party at the end.
It's
after
low
party.
key mad awkward to pull the little garter thing off the leg in
I
public.
think yeah,
I don't do that.
I think
I didn't do that.
I don't know. If
I think
did it
it's
or not.
what like I always thought. Then they say, guys, you got to catch it. I said, so I
Catch
got to
what?
catch the thing that you literally were pulling off with your teeth from your
No,
wife.
I think the
Men-
guys
What?
did that.
yeah, the guys, yes.
We don't be pulling off what
I've seen. I've been to
Don't
weddings
pull
with
teeth,
dudes.
though.
I mean,
Oh.
the freakineeks do that.
Yeah,
I've been there with
Re-
and then-
regular
and then-
folks-
and
hey,
then
man,
it's
we
more
catch nothing.
awkward. There's only like 4 single men in the group. Hey, guys, got to
Hey.
catch this. I'm like, I really don't want to catch this.
I mean,
Not
it's,
because
it's on her thigh.
And what is
Now,
that for? First of
what
all,
does
what
that
is-
have to do with
what is
me?
when
What
she
that's-
sweats?
Not even sweat. My thing is, what is that like? I've always put this in the chat because I've always wondered this.
Yeah.
If you taking that off her what does that do for me? Shouldn't that be something you keep as her husband? Maybe.
What about the flowers? They throw the flowers,
I mean, the flowers are over.
The flowers ain't on nobody though.
Yeah, they ain't on nobody.
but they've been specially picked for your
I
special
don't.
occasion.
Look, I don't.
Did you
honestly,
do
I
that
don't see
at
the
your
point in doing that
Yeah,
though.
we did. We threw the. I don't think we
Y'all threw the flowers.
You
threw the flowers. I don't
Okay.
think we threw the.
We
garden.
All
threw
right,
the flowers, but Brittany ain't had windows on.
Right.
I low key wanted to jump the broom.
Well, I think my mom did that hers. I
She
saw her
did.
jump the room. Yeah.
She did.
Really?
I told her, I said this. You
That's
get
what she had the
if
white
you-
and red,
If you
though.
get, if you get clipped on after that, I said if you jump on that broom and get clipped, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh,
I told her
just
I'm going to
your
lose it.
heels hit it though.
I would have been no good. My mom's wedding and everything.
So, did we already talk about the cups?
Yeah. Or yeah.
We did not. We
We
tried
threw a shout
to
out,
until I
sorry.
was,
No, we did. We did. We
So
did.
shout out.
Oh yeah, shout out. Shout out.
Mama Johnson.
You about to forgot your mother's name.
Nah, I was trying to
I
figure out
know.
how to say her name without saying her first name.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't say her first name. You feel me? Thank you,
MJ.
Mama, for making these cups.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
that's
live,
it, do your
baby,
thing.
we live.
So for the people, if you want one of these first edition pops and stuff,
First edition.
if you've been day one since A1,
Day one
Compression,
since
you know what I'm saying?
A1.
If you wanted the compressions,
Compression.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you go to my mother and you can send your order through her, and she, not me, not he's,
Not we.
she will make you these cups. All right,
That's right.
All right,
That's
we'll put
right.
the
We set up a sweatshop right in my basement. We have the mugs. We have the paper fill.
Hey, but how did they
to
get in
put on the
contact
cup.
with her though?
Yes, I would say.
I'm gonna leave that to them.
on the link. So basically, me and Bakari had to put her info in the bottom.
I
We'll
don't
put
know,
a
she
link.
might not want her info in the thing.
We'll figure it out.
She might be like, nah, just tell
we'll
them to contact
we'll
you.
figure it out. We'll have that information to
Yeah,
y'all throughout the week.
We just want to flex a little.
The price will be $100. This is premium ceramic.
Oh,
You feel
Egyptian
me?
glass out
You
here.
know what I'm
This is
saying?
Egyptian glass out
When you
here.
put your
Sanhedrin desert.
lips on the cup, it actually moisturizes your lips. You
on
feel
the low.
On the low. We ain't gonna sell it for the low though.
He's I'm lying.
Moisturizer lip. Let me try it.
Go ahead. That's that premium ceramic.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Look,
Good glass. Hey, holds up good.
It's a good.
well,
the
is it
two
breakable?
fi-
Because
the
you
two
already
finger hole.
told everybody you was gonna break that cup
Hey,
over.
keeps your
first
coffee
kid.
warm. Oh, look.
Yeah, bing.
Also used as a weapon out here.
Also,
It is a good little
Hopefully
Oh,
not.
man. Shout out to Mama. Thank you for the cups.
Yeah, you did your thing with that one though.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
don't, just don't kick over my.
All of our weeks have been good. I feel like
Oh,
if
for
we
sure.
get into our individual weeks, that's going to be the end of the episode.
Basically.
Hey, oh, for sure. Hey,
Basically.
but just stay tuned though, because come August 5th,
Six.
look here, 6.
Fifth
Six.
for the race is fifth.
Boy, which one?
Six.
Fifth.
Which one
I
is
said
Mike?
it to you. I know
Bro.
who's on
If you signed up for the 6th one, you're not gonna be
you're
there
not gonna
with
be
us.
there.
Six is that Saturday, bro.
In the words of
It's the
Weezy.
5th. 6 is a Sunday. if I'm
Listen,
mistaken.
this is how you know we.
Because
brothers.
at
We
first,
try-
at
we
first,
try to
I
Google-
said the 6th all the time. I mean the 5th all the time.
August.
Hey, check out my
5th.
Gerald though. Check out my
It's the
Gerald
what?
socks.
That's a Saturday.
All right, what's the race?
Gerald socks though.
Saturday.
All right, what's that? Look, what did I say?
fresh.
What's that dot on the 6th?
Fresh
Sunday.
to death,
What
like
you got,
a
what you got
million
saved on that
bucks.
Sunday?
I don't know. Let's see. Actually, missions. I give the missions.
Hey, praise God. Let's go. Anthony was right. The race is on the 5th.
Shock
The
the
5th.
know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you,
I
signed,
can't
oh,
always
you
be
signed
right.
up for the 5th.
I hope you did.
Me and you both. I'm about to go back and check.
But we was talking about we had all signed up. You saw, or if you follow this week,
Lord.
we signed up for a Spartan race.
Sparta.
So
We ain't got no sense.
listen, we are looking for. Listen, if you want to join the Pops and Socks crew team, it's in Asheville. Actually, not really Asheville. It's like Mill Springs.
It's Asheville area.
Yeah, Asheville area, basically.
If you want to come run alongside
Only
us,
if you slower than us.
If you one of those freak athletes, man, stay out of here. This is the first one.
Jason Linkus, you know.
You know,
Absolutely not.
Channing, you could always down. You could always come. I told you last
You
time.
call him slow?
No, Channing's good.
I don't want
Was that
him.
the one? Was that the one that was in the video?
No, that's my boy Gabe.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I said
He
no.
can't be on the team either.
Yeah,
Gabe can't come.
yeah, Gabe.
You ain't
I think he
nobody.
lives in New York anyway now.
Good.
Yeah, well, he said that's the dude you saw.
Look, he said-
Oh my goodness.
I ain't running with nobody else faster than me, guys.
Meaning,
I
don't be
ain't
out.
good.
We don't need nobody trying to set the pace. If you one of those like sprinting out here, come on, let's go. Listen, dog.
I'm good.
bro.
Look, hey, dog.
I paid to finish the race. I ain't paid it.
Oh, facts. We gonna finish this.
we gonna finish that race.
Oh, for sure.
I've already. My shoes are on the way.
Oh, same here. Mine should be here.
Really?
Either
You get the same ones Bakari got?
My different color. Yeah.
Y'all wild. Y'all got
Bruh.
those Solomons?
Solid.
You got the Solomons?
So So in the Spartan race, one of my friends told me I didn't think about this. He said, "Don't wear tennis shoes."
Shut up.
So
Shut up.
You say Salmons?
You got the Salomons on, man.
Oh my
Why y'all
god!
buy $100,000 pair of shoes to
First
wear
and
one
foremost,
time?
They know
mine were
100,000.
Bro, those shoes are expensive. They're going to get
Bruh.
destroyed.
That's
Look,
look,
you
but
can reuse them, Shaq.
How much you want to bet you never going to wear these shoes in public?
I am going to look. First
not
of all,
public.
you can't.
I'm running them.
Where?
I'd run it.
Not-
can't. Wash
once
them
you done
off.
with these shoes, I
Wash
promise
it.
you.
Look,
will never
wash
wear
them
again.
off. Wash them off. Let them dry
You
out.
will not wear
Reuse
these
them.
shoes again.
Shaka
Shot just mad
Shaka
because he got paper
15
shoes.
I'm not mad with you.
He got paper shoes.
got
Right?
Shaka with the Sam's and got some shoes. You supposed to get trail
They're
trail
trail-
running
they're
shoes.
He got
trails.
orthopedics.
They're trail shoes.
They are not
Shot
trail
got
shoes.
trail shoes. I
You got the orthopedic
so
threes.
the shoes say trail on it.
Oh my!
And they're tennis shoes.
That might be the brand of the shoe.
Nah, they Skechers. Yo, y'all wildin'. Hey, yo, Skechers, come at your boy personally with the ad space.
Hey, you keep that.
Come at your boy with the ad
keep
space.
those.
Come on, fam. Y'all don't want the Skechers?
I'll be sponsored by Skechers, but I can't never
You
see
can't
me.
rock Skechers.
I
If they
can't
got
not-
memory foam.
Now on the
If they got
trail,
Skechers
though.
flip flops.
They
I
memory
think
foam.
those are more for like walking though.
Yeah,
Like
those
walking
are-
on the trail.
If you go
Walking
walking
with
the-
the stick, with the stick.
No, they're not boots. They're
Shaka got-
shoes.
Shot them. Them things
They
quite
shoes.
thick out there. Though. They
Shaka got the mall walking
trail
threes
shit.
out there.
Nah,
The open
man.
walking the mall.
These shoes are specifically made for trail running.
Nah, son.
Them
Trail
ain't meant for
running.
no
Hey.
trail. Them things look bulky.
So y'all mad at me
They
for
look
spending
bulky.
$15 on a
No,
pair of shoes?
no, if you
that
get
I
left
will
behind,
never wear
if he gets left behind, don't say nothing.
What you mean me getting
Don't
left
say
behind?
nothing in the race.
Guarantee you he loses a shoe in the mud.
Guarantee you I
take
do
both of
not.
them off.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
You know we're going to be physically going, like, not just in mud, underwater, etc.
I know. You
That's
can
a-
go underwater with regular
That's
tennis
all
shoes.
Shaq's gonna hear. My shoe.
I see.
My shoe.
Hey, dog, wait up.
No, bro, we gotta finish. Like,
Nah, man.
You,
Hey, y'all,
you
get
always
my
spent
shoe real
$50
quick.
home anyway.
Can I get my shoe real
He trying to
quick,
take that
man?
next step to get his other shoe.
Oh, so you hear some
Toes out. Look,
Y'all wild.
dog, I got the rocks next.
Yeah, that's what we gotta go hiking through the woods now. He know what we're gonna do. I said, bro, you finish.
So my new goal is just to be able to finish the race with 2 shoes on.
That should be. Won't you just
I'm
get the
telling
one
you
that
right
got
now.
you?
I don't want the Solomons.
The Solomon. The
Nah,
Solomon.
man, y'all don't win. I bought a $80 pair of shoes
First and
for
foremost,
one-time use.
No, you can use that multiple
Multiple
times.
times.
Where and what setting are you gonna wear some Solomons?
Are we not
bro?
gonna do? Are we not gonna try for the beast next? Well, this is Pop Solomon. We not trying for the beast next.
Hey, look here.
You
I
must be crazy.
for sure. If I get in shape before that race, I will
hope
sign
you
up
in
for
shape.
one coming up.
So are we gonna do the trifecta?
Oh, for sure.
I almost cussed both y'all out. The
That's-
trifecta.
Shut, you don't know what you know until you know.
Bro, the longest race is like 15, 20 miles,
It is-
bro.
it
We
is
can
fif-
do that,
it's
shot.
We ain't got the time. we ain't got the time. They put a time cap on these races.
Listen.
You can't just walk 15 miles.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I can do.
What he said?
I can do 15.
You're not walking on
15 plus obstacle courses is not like
No,
I ain't
there's
gonna lie to you.
already
Let's
20
just be real.
plus in the 3 miles.
Let's finish the sprint first because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever walked 15 miles,
Ain't
let
no
alone run through obstacles.
I ain't never walked 15
Walk
miles.
I ain't
to
never think about
Johnson City.
Johnson City That's like walking
Halfway.
to Abingdon. Seriously, walk to Abingdon
I can do that.
and back. Walk.
All right.
I can do that.
We
wanna
just
see
like
it.
that.
Amongst peers, amongst other people that's doing. See, the thing is, I get more energy whenever I am
You
with
okay?
somebody who is doing the same thing that I'm
yeah.
doing.
we-
No, that,
Listen,
Now,
that
if y'all not there, forget about them. I
Hey,
know
yo,
somebody. Look,
Jason
if y'all
Ricketts,
want, look, if
please
y'all
stop.
want to do the
Please
15,
tell my brother.
if y'all want to do the 15
Hey Jason,
with
we
me,
need you to train us too.
Please. You know, Derek. Oh, did Derek still work with you?
Yeah, Derek
You know,
Lincoln.
I think Derek be in that. You know,
Is that other brothers? Or they
yeah,
related?
they're brothers. Yeah.
Oh, I thought those.
Absolutely.
I
And I think their dad, Alan Lincoln.
Yeah, he saved
I'm
the
pretty
gym.
sure that he
Lincoln's-
signed up for the same exact race. We're
Yeah, I
going
think so. Yeah, that's the one. That's what my home coworker. He ran with them.
Yeah.
Josh Smith.
yeah, we got a lot.
Really?
I know there's a lot of people
Okay.
at church doing
He
it.
said
though.
they did the trifecta.
to. Yeah. Oh, they're good like that.
Oh,
Me,
for
not so
sure.
much.
That
I
was
just want to get through the sprint, man.
yeah, let's get. If
Oh,
I
we
think,
gonna do
I
that,
think
though.
once we finish this one, we'll determine.
Hit him with the 3K. I mean, hit him with the 3 miles.
He said the bees. He said, wait a minute.
Bees?
But I did hear this the asphalt terrain.
I promise you, we gonna
The
be
terrain.
straight.
They said it's not that it's really like super difficult. They said just the terrain is crazy.
I heard it's hilly, dog.
Yeah, it is.
We gonna
There's a
we
section
gonna
where you can walk like
we gonna
all
be
uphill.
straight though.
We can get right.
We gonna have abs. We gonna have the cuts. Yep.
Yeah, you got some.
I ain't never had that yet.
You bleed.
Right
I
now,
ain't never had them, dog.
I ain't never had that before. I ain't
Let me
never
tell
had
you, man.
the chisel
The
right
cut,
there.
you ain't never had the V
The
cut.
chisel look coming right
You ain't
there.
never had the Boris Kojo.
No, I ain't never had that. Look
You never had that Boris.
Trying to see what that be like.
If we still got love handles on the day of the race, we ain't doing
Oh,
it.
yeah, nah.
I've seen people worse. Like just. If
Oh, I have.
My goal is not to do. My goal is to make sure we don't have to do any burpees because if you can't complete the obstacle, you have to do like 15 or 20 like burpees or something.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get better on my because I can do the monkey bars for so long.
Your grip strength,
You
right?
could.
Man, look, I was at Just Jump. Man, for Anthony was there.
Oh my
Bro, I about
god!
to tore my whole shoulder out of socket.
Really?
I went to reach for that one. My hand slipped.
This man about fell on a little girl out there.
Jesus.
This man about fell on a kid out there. I was
Y'all
screaming.
wildin'.
Macari's
I
almost,
gotta
somebody's
get my
daughter almost
grip.
didn't come home.
Damn,
Hey,
you
get
need
my
to come to
grip
my high
straight.
rocks class, man.
I think that
We
I'll
be
be
getting
there.
ready.
Hey, I signed
be getting
up.
ready.
I'm back at the Y.
You signed up. How many times you been now?
I'm back at the Y. Huh?
Do they do
Have
that
you been?
time
I
in
just
the
signed up
morning or
Friday
afternoon?
though.
We got high rocks classes in the morning around.
Listen,
I'll be there
y'all
for
be doing
sure.
them 12-mile runs, out
Bro,
here.
the high rocks class takes.
But that's what it's
place
gonna
at the
take,
turf
though.
room.
All right,
You
I can
can't
do.
run in that
I can
area.
do the turf from then.
I just hope you're ready to do about 100 burpees a class.
I'm good with that. I eventually gotta get my weight.
Come
up.
to the class, bro. We the same weight. If I could throw my big behind down on that turf, so can you.
Listen, getting it back up is a problem.
You 1,000%
Hey, look
correct.
here.
That's the hard part.
Burpees is nothing to me.
I hate burpees.
Alright.
I've always
I do
hated them.
burpees
You
every
do-
single. Matter of fact, shout out to
You
my
ain't doing
son
no
though.
burpees, nah.
Shout out to my son. For the past 2 weeks, my son has been waking up early at about 6 o'clock, and he would do his 20 push-ups, 25 push-ups. Now he's at 30 because he
30
did.
straight.
I promise. No, he didn't do 30 straight.
Okay.
He did 25 straight though.
25 straight.
20.
I'm a low key need to see that. I'll give him.
Oh, yeah,
$5.
for sure.
I'll give him $5,
For sure.
and that's on Bird.
For sure.
So you
'Cause
wanna
I-
give him $1
Hey,
for every push-up?
he does it straight because I even put like a little block down. It's probably about I say about 3 inches.
Okay.
Where he got to come down, hit his chest. It don't count unless he hits his chest.
Okay.
And then he comes
25
back.
straight push up.
25 straight. I told him, I said, if you get to 25, I said I got a surprise for you.
What surprise you give him?
So when I go see Ant-Man, he gets to go with me.
Man, surprise.
And you taking him to the legacy. You
because
cheat.
that's what
take
he
him to the
really,
pinnacle.
that's what he
Take him
really
to the
wanted to see
pinnacle.
because
If you
he,
want to flex, take him
because
to
he
the pinnacle.
watched.
Take him
First
to
of
the
all,
pinnacle,
shut your
bro.
mouth. He don't
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
gonna put it in
yo,
his
you
ear.
deserve
you
better.
don't know what you know until you know.
What about Chloe? I mean, you ain't put that work. You put that same work in with Chloe.
So with Chloe's her grades. So I gave her what she wanted. She always wanted an Alexa. So she got she got all B's on her report card.
Wow.
So I said, look, I'll get you the Alexa. So she got the Alexa.
What about Ivory?
I can't.
Yeah. You leave
What about
Ivory
you leave
out.
Ivory out?
You got 4 kids.
First of all, look, Ivory.
What Ivory doing?
She tried to do push-ups though.
She
tried
saw
to
everybody else
push-up.
try. Someone try this.
What about
Ivory
Nehemiah,
gonna
man?
have-
You got
Leaving
Nehemiah do
Nehemiah
he
out?
at least do
Jeremiah ain't
Such
got to
as
do
he-
nothing though. He got everything I got.
Come on, fam.
That's Joseph.
Come on, fam.
That's Joseph right here.
Wow. He said
And
that's
if you know, you know.
You know what happened to him, right?
Yeah. He got us out of poverty. That's what he got us.
wow.
So, matter of fact, Chloe gonna be the one to turn him in though.
It'll be all right.
Dang.
She gonna be the one.
It'll be all right. Look, son, God prepared you for this.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
goodness.
But yeah, our
But
high rise
anyway.
classes are great. Come to my high rise class, please.
I'll
Yes,
be there.
I think I will probably do this.
It's
I'll be
a
there.
blast.
Well, I'll try
30
to
minutes, bro.
survive the first few.
And that's all you gotta do. Or at least come to a boxing class.
Again, if I can get off work at a reasonable time,
Bro, did your kids not get out of school early?
I don't get off work
yesterday?
early.
Did you still have to work?
Yes, they don't care about
What time
that.
you get off work, bro?
5:45.
You ain't get off work early because of
my
how
class starts at 6:30.
Oh yeah, I can do it then.
Come
your
on
boxing
now.
class or your
Nah, my high rocks.
you do the high rocks one?
I
do high
sweat just like everybody. I
What-
do the class with you.
What
Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30.
Oh, we can do it then.
Come on out. All you new people, if you want to come to my high rocks class, come holler at your boy. I might give you a pass.
I'm gonna make sure I get my ibuprofen in first too.
You don't need that. It ain't that serious, but it is.
It ain't just, you won't undersell me. I saw him setting up for it.
That's you right.
I saw it.
I'm trying to get you ready.
That way when I get there, look, we can't do this. We say, where's Anthony? Look, he's in the room. He physically can't move.
Yeah.
I gotta zoom you off from the next room because my legs are broken. Hey, what's good, y'all?
Oh,
Are you in the
my
next room?
goodness.
Yes, I am. My legs have stopped working, and
hurt.
I don't know what to do.
You better come
Man,
in with these
rigor
compression
mortis.
socks, player.
Look,
Compression
Rigor
socks
Mortis
keep you
said
right.
it, my man,
That,
though.
when you run that Spartan race, you might be want to be winning.
I actually looked at some of those actually when I run the
You know what
race.
I'm saying? These are actually LaShonda's pregnancy socks when she has Zola. But she
I
don't
feel
care.
that, though.
I
But them
went- I
socks be
went
feeling
out of the
good,
way.
though.
I bought her so many different pairs of compression socks. She ain't wearing not a one of them.
She don't care.
She complained to leg pain. Hey, baby, I got you. Amazon. They on the way.
Oh, for
Just
sure.
like DJ Khaled. It's
For
on
sure.
the way.
She don't
baby.
care about that. Anyway,
God
let's
did.
get into the meat of what we was trying to talk about
Right.
today.
The meat.
Grades.
We got the meats. So would you go to a new beach?
Well, wait a minute. What?
I done switched my mind, man.
Me too. I said, okay.
The rigmarole.
Y'all weren't ready for that?
Yeah, we both.
Y'all was like, huh? Let's get to the serious topic. Nude beaches, huh?
Why would
We
I
going?
be? Never.
We ain't going together?
Never.
Whoa. Hey, man, you sicko.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
No.
Come on, we pops
We
inside.
ain't that close.
We pops
We ain't that close.
It can never happen. Never in your life.
Oh my gosh. See,
I'm just playing. I'm not down with no new beaches, bro.
don't be man.
Hey, yo. That's why y'all getting comments
Hey,
now.
right here.
That's why y'all getting
These
the
got
weird
these people out here
comments
telling y'all
now,
should
bro.
play footsies and stuff.
Hey,
That's
can y'all wear
$100
the-
right there.
Can y'all wear the fancy socks?
That's $100 that's happening right there, though.
Listen,
Oh, goodness.
if we get down, the OnlyFans feet out here,
Oh, my goodness.
$100 per sock.
To switch it to the really real.
my
It's
gosh.
already 9:02. My gosh. So we got about 15-ish minutes. I'm going to read a quote that has to do with our upcoming topic, all right? And you might have heard this quote. If you have watched one of the greatest sports movies of all time, Coach Carter. This is read by my boy, Timo Cruz.
Oh my god!
So he stood up in the class.
deepest
oh my
fear.
gosh.
My deepest fear. All right?
It's not
the
that we
greatest
are
3-point
inadequate.
shooter of all time. out
Oh,
here.
and can't nobody
Our
beat him.
deepest fear.
To be
It was
fair,
Ray Allen before Ray Allen.
even though Ray Allen came after it. But anyways, don't hear that.
You're right. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate.
Our deepest fear.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful
beyond measure.
beyond measure. It is our light, not our
our
darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented,
Who are you not to
fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?
Come on now.
You are a child of God.
Come on.
Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone.
All of us.
And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Come
Man,
on,
first of all, shout out to my mom though. When I was in middle school, she
on.
made me memorize that.
Really?
I
You
was
must be
wondering
dumb.
Every single day.
I see Coach Carter quite a few times, but I never thought to remember. First of all, I was too young.
Every single day I woke up, she made me say that,
Yup.
and she made me memorize that. That's why.
Shout
That's how.
out to Miss
That's how I
Johnson
do
out
that.
here,
But yo,
man.
that right there was deep.
I don't think my
That
mom's
speaks
ever-
volume.
I'll be honest
That's
with you,
the
I don't think my
equivalent to
mom-
Psalms 23.
Never had you do any mantras coming up?
That's the equivalent to Psalms 23.
I don't think
That
my
could
mom's
be
even
your
seen Coach Carter. I'll be honest with you.
Probably not.
I think my mom's only triggered the last time she even heard the name Coach Carter. My sister has snuck to a different theater. And
Lord.
so in Bristol, we have the Legacy Theater or the Tinseltown.
Legacy,
But Chelsea
Legacy.
went to Abingdon with some friends and didn't tell my mom.
Mm.
So
Dang.
she said, but she was telling us she's seen Coach Carter. But yeah, Chelsea was on death row that
See
day.
Coach Carter, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like these shoelaces?
Mhm.
I'm tired.
It's like this fist.
Praise.
But
that quote was actually from Marianne Williamson. That didn't actually come from the movie Coach Carter.
But yeah, I know you
Coach
talking about
Carter got
though.
that quote from somebody else.
Yeah.
But either way, it fits like a glue.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I like that.
So you know what I'm saying?
It is
So
amazing.
So some of your
Fear is that
fears.
we are not inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful.
So if
Beyond
you're
measure.
thinking of fear on the surface level, what are some of our just like natural fears?
Like heights or
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Oh, spiders.
Spiders?
Here,
Spiders. Bro, a spider be at your shoulder right now. You not even know it because you ain't see. Look at
Look, Crush.
that. Nah,
kill it.
see, you want to
Crush? You're doing that to a small spider.
Yeah.
I call them like the car spiders, those little car
Oh!
spiders that you be seeing. The ones that just be crawling up.
Nah, forget that.
You got to do this?
Yeah,
yeah.
do it quick. No, you
Oh, yeah.
gotta start a
Your
fire in your hand
leg.
immediately.
I'm not worried about those. You talk about like the now if I saw you,
I got
now,
Jesus. Hey. Hey, shut up the balls. Then you start speaking in tongues out here.
yeah.
I reject that.
so this spot now if one of those the size of your head. If I saw it come through here,
Oh.
we gotta leave everything. We leave it all.
I promise you, it was 2 times where I
Yeah.
felt my soul leave my body. It was one time I was staying in my house. This was where I was staying at before I'm staying at now. Literally walked out my back door.
Yeah.
Bruh, spider this round, dog.
That round?
That's just the backside.
Oh,
Bro, as soon as I opened my door, it had a web right there in my face.
Oh, that's the
As I was about to walk out, bro. When I say I literally about passed out. I seized up.
Jesus.
Trash in my hand and all that.
God bless.
And it was black and red, and it was black, red, and orange.
Okay. So
I didn't know what type of spider that was.
Death
That
spider?
came from the Amazon.
Straight up.
That came from the Amazon.
I'm not scared.
thing.
Listen, those are the ones I can step on. I'm not worried about. The only one I don't deal with like that snakes.
See, I'm good on the snake.
I ain't good.
good.
Not for something that could turn around and bite me.
If I gotta stare at you for 10 minutes and figure out how I'm gonna kill you,
Right,
you
that's
big.
it. To me, it's
not
too
even
long.
that.
Big.
It's not even that. Look, I'm good because
I almost tore my. We were walking at Sugar Hollow not Sugar Hollow, but Stills Creek one day. I almost retore my ACL one time. The whole time I'm walking back, it was getting kind of dark and whatnot. So we come back from the waterfall. Sure enough, I'm walking right back, and I'm like, all right, this is warm. Snakes might be out here. Just keep watching, Anthony. I doubt you'll see anything. I don't know if I just imagined it or not imagined it, but as soon as I was walking across, I saw that bad boy sitting across. Literally, when I say I tried to, I slammed on the brake too hard. You ever hyperextended your knee? I almost did that. Look, I snatched Isaiah by the back. And he looked at me. What was that for? I said, "It's a snake." Now, mind you, the snake didn't water. It slid across, but the whole time I still had another 2 miles to get back. The whole time I was, you know how paranoid I was?
Bro.
It's Jumanji.
I was like, yeah, they watching me.
They know I'm out here.
They know I'm scared now too. You start having rational stuff in your mind.
They smell the warm blood just seeping through my veins.
You're about to see a snake every 3 steps from that point.
Right, that's every time.
I feel that.
So
feel that.
Speaking of scared, like another fear is like anything, like for me when we go out, like me and Isaiah, we like hiking, we like do those things. I'm not never really scared. I'm just scared something's going to happen to where I got to now
jump off a cliff to save your son.
Right, I had to do something.
Now y'all both got to die together.
True story. True story. This happened literally 2 weeks ago. Remember we said we were going to Carver's Gap. Never been there. It's beautiful. It's North Carolina. We were walking back down after like a 4-mile hike. It was nuts. It was raining the whole time. It was miserable. I don't know why we went, but we had a good time. So on the way back down, me and Santana were talking or whatever. Isaiah naturally is like a little bit ways ahead of us. He's just trying to hurry me get back. Yeah, he's kind of being a kid exploring. He's in the eye shot and ear shot where I can hear him. Now, mind you, where these trees are cover up these particular areas, there's still ice back there where it had snowed. There's stretches of ice. So it's no big deal. So Isaiah gets to the point to where me and her are just talking, and he's around the corner. I can partly see like his hoodie, but I can't really see him. Sure enough, we're sitting here talking or whatever, and I hear Isaiah. If you don't know my son, he's a little extra. Just because he can't, he'll be screaming. Like he'll start screaming, and I hear I'm not gonna scream in front of the mic. I'm talking about like I hear it to the point we freeze. We're like, it sounded like it's coming down where the cars were. I said, did somebody get hit by a car or somebody yell for help? Like we both freeze, and I keep hearing and I was like, oh, and she said, go. I think it's Isaiah. Listen.
Wow.
When I had a book bag on with all our food and stuff in. When I say dad mode, without thinking, my body, I don't even know what happened. My body physically started reacting.
You hit him with that Will Smith Bad Boys run?
Oh, it was. Listen, Will Smith wouldn't have seen me that day. Will Smith wish he could have sprinted like me. I didn't stretch nothing. I didn't realize I was even that fast again. I'm sprinting to the woods. It's like, oh my god. And as I'm around in the corner, then it started to hit me. I said, what is, because all I can see is Isaiah, his hands are kind of going up. I'm thinking, what has got him?
My son's getting mauled out here.
Right. I'm thinking, is it a bear? Is it a mountain lion? Is it maybe it's a snake? Is it somebody? Now whatever where I was at that corner, I'd already made my mind up. I can't make this up. Every person, whoever this is clearly has to die.
Hey man,
I was so serious. I said, whoever, whatever, I don't care what it is, and God, please just don't let it be a snake. That's what I said. Look, I'm the only concerned. But it felt like he got like bit or like he was being attacked. Clearly, I was gonna maybe pull the snake in half. I turned into Steve Irwin.
Mountain.
Look, do whatever I gotta do to get this to stop it from my son.
Wow.
This man. Listen, I've never been that scared before recently. I can't remember being that scared before. I'm sprinting. Oh my god. I turn the corner. He's kids try to get on ice, see how long they can stand. He's trying to run and slide back and forth on the ice, and he's about to fall. So he starts screaming. Listen, I went ham on him.
Get your stupid stuff over here, boy.
Listen, I said, "What are you doing?" And he's looking at me like he wasn't trying to like scare anybody, but like
my man,
his face was
he's
like
traumatized. He don't want to go hiking no more.
Look, basically, listen, he was like, I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Bro, I thought something had happened to you." Like listen now. Once you get past now you're scared and interact. Now you're more angry because you're like, man, when you acting a fool like that.
That's
then
crazy.
So finally, I felt bad after I snapped on him because I could tell it kind of hurt his feelings. But I said, man, I'm not mad at you. I said, I'm just saying, son, could you understand? Like I was really scared and I thought something had happened to you. Really, I thought something happened to you, and I said. I was explaining it to him, and he understood. He said, "I'm sorry." And about 5 seconds later, some other random man, he come jogging around the corner. He's like, "How's everybody okay?" He says, everybody okay?" He said, "Y'all hear that screaming?" I said, I looked at Isaiah. Isaiah said,
See what you did.
"Look." He said, "Was that you guys?" I said, "Yeah, that was him. He was slipping on, falling on this ice." He said, "Oh my gosh." He said, "I'm glad it was that." He said, "I really thought somebody was hurt or somebody was getting attacked." I said, "Me too." Look, I looked at him. I said, "Me too."
I had to lie. Hey, look, my son seen the bobcat out here. It had ran off when I came around and saved him.
Yeah,
be careful.
I just told him
because they out here.
Listen,
He got to go.
I already told him. I said, if that happened, like I saved you, I said, just know I'm taking it with me once I kill it. Like I'm gonna wear it. Listen, the mouthpiece.
Bro,
I'm gonna get a text of a mouthpiece as a head. I'm wearing this.
Call me David out here.
Because nobody. I said nobody in my. I told Sid, I said nobody in my friend group was gonna believe me unless. Is that a bobcat in your house? Yes, I got the stuff. Why? That's when I killed. Notice the jaw's missing.
Look at my new rug.
I think you would have
But yeah,
0% survival rate against a bobcat.
I listen, not with your kid. Like in my whole mind, I don't even know what happened.
By yourself, brethren.
Listen, I would have died.
Turned to King Kong when he ripped that dinosaur's mouth in half.
Listen,
with bobcat's tooth is as big as his might.
So be it.
How big their canines
I
are.
think you're thinking about a tiger.
Nah, brother, a bobcat.
A lack of faith shot with the faith
just here.
with the faith of a mustard seed.
Listen,
I don't even like mustard.
Have dominion.
I didn't even listen.
Have dominion.
Listen, I'll be honest with you.
Like
Like
just like that meme, you're gonna blink and you're gonna be up in the clouds. How did I get here?
Look, was that black guy? Hey,
God, I thought you gave me dominion over this thing.
Was that
I
black
told
guy?
it to stop. It kept coming.
What's that black guy? He said, "Look, hey, look, let me show you around." Nah, I didn't make it.
Nope.
Look, let me get a replay then. Let me see what happened.
Let me see what. Nah, don't.
Did my son get away at least?
You don't want to see it, Anthony. You don't want.
Dang, even Jesus see you.
I'm here now.
I said, well, might as well. Well, I'm just saying no, seriously. Like,
Was it quick?
Look, apparently it had to be quick because clearly I blinked and this is it. But no, like I'd already made up my mind. Whoever this is has to go. Like,
for sure.
I don't know where it kicked in, but we say all that with like your fears.
You at least break the ice,
huh?
Or at least broke the ice,
Right? But no, like you would have done anything that sometimes that's parents' worst fear as itself. Something happened to your children, and we know those things. We can't really control those.
Preach. And it's crazy how I feel like becoming a parent gives you a whole new set of fears.
Right? It's weird. Yeah, that is.
I don't think I was afraid. Not as afraid, but I'll call it apprehensiveness to so many things until I had Zola. I'm like, you know what? Roller coasters? Not that I'm afraid of. I just don't need that. I don't need that threat in my life. I don't need that extra threat of possibly dying on a roller coaster.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I've always not been a fan of driving in the mountains. Now that I got a kid, I really hate driving in the mountains.
Look, I don't like steps. Ever since I had a baby, look, I don't like steps. The only thing I think about if I slip and fall with this baby going down the steps.
I ain't gonna.
So look here, next house I get
your steps
one
are
floor.
small.
Okay.
What?
Your steps are small.
We got the same steps, shot.
Nah, your steps are like they're narrower than mine. Does that make sense?
Like you have less of a footpath?
No, like I have more foot padding or more foot space on my steps than you do.
I got you.
Yeah.
But so I know you read that amazing quote.
Come on. Now.
What are some? I guess so. Those are like the natural fears.
Yeah.
But what about the ones that maybe that
deep
are
seated?
Yeah, they're deep. Yes, or deep seated roots or fears.
Oh, one of my and I'm going to keep this brief. One of my biggest fears is not fulfilling everything that God has for me because of my own self.
Preach.
Almost like what the quote says, man. Just being inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're not inadequate, but that we are more powerful beyond measure. And my deepest fear is not
That's good.
fulfilling that more powerful beyond measure.
Right.
Because we all grew up with strong black mothers, and they
for
have
sure.
preached and put into our heads that we are more powerful beyond measure.
Right.
My mom, your mom, has all made us think that we can be whatever we want in this life.
And believed them.
Oh, for sure.
100%. And we are all in a better position than our parents.
Yes, praise
But
God.
we all want so much more. And it's one of my deeper fears that I'm going to stop myself from fulfilling whatever. I know whatever God has for me, but you will also not get that if you get in your own way.
Listen, yeah, that is.
You know what I mean?
I literally. It's funny as you say. I literally was. I walked.
I can't even come back with that. That's
No, seriously. I literally was praying about that Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like I really, and this is what I felt like the Lord was telling me, because I was really, like you said, the exact same thing is like, you know, when you get to heaven and God says, you know, well done, my good and faithful servant.
Yeah.
And you hear, and you're like,
Shout
yeah, I
out.
made it. But he says, but I had so much more for you. What? And you're like, huh? And then he might show you all the opportunities or things that you missed.
Yeah.
And that's what I get in my mind. And I believe that logic and that stuff like comes from the devil.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think first and foremost, how am I going to try to read God's mind to what He has for me, then trying to fulfill that? You can see how if you start getting too deep in that, you will,
yeah.
I think you will be paralyzed, or you could be paralyzed with fear and not move on those. But I feel like He's some of those things with me. He says, I never said that. Like you know, the Father's voice is always with love, correction.
Correct.
And He said He's never pushing you and he's never abusive. He's never anything like that.
Yeah.
He said, so when you hear that, what really is that deep down, Anthony, you're scared of not fulfilling it. So you think you put that same insecurity on God. He said, you put that on me. He says, I never told you that.
Yeah.
He says, I never said that. He said, why do we try to put thought bubbles on God or other people as a whole? One of my things, like you said, I think from that deep root of the fear of missing out. There's things I feel like I've missed, or my opportunities I missed, or maybe squandered, or maybe wasn't mature enough yet. But like you said, Shaka said, what God has for you, and I watched Him show up and show out in my life. More than I deserve, more than I can think. I don't know everybody doesn't believe the same way, but I know for certain if I didn't do anything else for God today, He still would love me and He would still have made a way for me.
Yeah.
But there's things that I'm thinking about. There's I've been in situations before that I really want to say no, but like you said, that fear of feel like I'm missing an opportunity. What if this? What if this happens? What if this happens? But then some of the times I'm like, I knew it wasn't even a good idea, but I was like, maybe it's a good opportunity.
I ain't want nobody else to have it.
Right. And then that's it too.
That's it, man. Bakari?
No, I mean, like I said, it's exactly what you said. I mean, I can't even elaborate more on that because you took the words out of my mouth. I mean, it's not fulfilling what God had planned for me. What takes me back is, I don't know if y'all read that scripture in the Bible. I think it was Elisha, whenever he died. After he died, you know, somebody else had died just a few moments later, and they laid this guy on the bones of Elisha. I think it's Elisha. Either Elijah or Elisha. I think it's Elisha. Yeah, it's Elisha because Elijah got taken.
Well, that's
out.
not confusing.
Yeah. So somebody had laid this guy on the bones of Elisha, and when they laid him on the bones, the guy had gotten up.
Yeah.
And was revived. And like I said, yeah, that sounds amazing. But
It is
also
crazy.
when you think, like I said, crazy. You know, you lay somebody on the bones and they rise up again. Sounds crazy, but it also made me think of how much anointing did Elisha leave back that he could have used.
Like I said,
So there was still so much in him before he died. When he died, and somebody was laid on top of him, he still had anointing still left inside of him.
I think, like you said, like to
So
chime in
it's you good. So what I was gonna say was it's making sure that you use everything God has given you, so that you basically, like I said, so that when you die, you have nothing left.
you die empty.
Die empty. Don't sit there and die still full. Use all your oil that was given to you because God gave you the oil not for yourself, but so that other people can have it as well and it can experience God through you. Because
Right.
like we said before, sometimes you're going to be the only Bible that somebody reads. So therefore, if you're sitting here keeping it all to yourself, nobody else is going to be able to experience. Like I said, God might send you to that person for a reason.
Yeah.
So they can experience Him through you. So, like I said, one of the things that I want to make sure that I do is die empty. And I ain't gonna lie, like starting out, I know I've always played a small role. What they say, you playing small does not serve others.
Yeah.
So, and I had to tell my son that because he tries to do that. Like for example, I asked him, I said, "You want to play baseball this year?" You know, because Chloe wants to do volleyball. Yeah. Well, Brittany and Chloe came in the car after her basketball game, which she won, but I ain't gonna get too far in the year. Shout out on their team. Got their first dub this season.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't look. Hey,
dog.
but like going back to what I was saying, so they was talking about doing volleyball, and Brittany was like, you know, I might be able to coach. It all depends on Kari plays baseball. So as Kari heard that, I said, you want to play baseball this year?
Yeah.
Or I said, if you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's fine. I said, look, if you don't, we're gonna be working on these football and basketball. And he said, nah. He said, I don't want to play this year. So I was like, all right, cool. I said, we can work on football and basketball. So when I talked to him yesterday, I said, hey man, I said just to be sure, I said, do you want to play baseball? He said, I kind of do. I said, why did you tell me no? He said, because I seen how much Chloe wanted mommy to coach volleyball.
Yeah.
That I didn't want to mess that up. And the thing is, I understand when he was coming in. I said, son, that's a good characteristic.
That is
characteristic to have.
Something I was saying.
I said, but at the same time, I said, don't sit there and sacrifice your happiness and what you want to do just to make somebody else feel powerful. And I said, because
he's gonna be a good husband one day.
Oh, he is. He gonna be great. I said, because at the same time, I said, because me and your mom can figure that out. It can still happen. I said, but you worry about having fun. You worry about getting your experience.
Yeah.
And having, like I said, enjoying your life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, I said, look, I know for a fact I was not being that selfless at age 7. Oh, kick rock, sis. You gonna have a different coach this season.
Right. Like, what do we, what do we, I feel like, putting that pressure where, like, and I try to tell Isaiah the same thing, not to put that pressure on himself to, and not care about other people's feelings, but like taking them so account that you're willing to sacrifice everything. I think there's been areas in my life that I haven't spoke up or said nothing because I didn't think it was wrong, because I want to try to keep the peace. Because like I said, I've been in situations where I feel like that it's suppressing a lot of it. What has God made you to do? Like when you see wrong or think somebody is wrong, to not just to be rude or aggressive about it, but like, hey brother, you're tripping, or that's wrong. Because we're told that everybody has an opinion. You do you, but there has to be somebody to correct those things. And sometimes it's easier to be like, you know what, yeah, you do you, even though I know that you're wrong. Yeah. So you don't cause an argument or disturbance or anything like that.
But one question, this will be the last question.
Got 2 minutes.
Yeah. What's the difference between playing small and being humble?
The playing small, listen, I'm
playing small so that someone else feels great versus being humble.
Sorry. Go ahead, Shaka. I think you were going to say something.
I wasn't, but
I like how you play.
I saw him like when he raised his mic up in the corner of my eye.
Yeah,
so I thought he was about to say something. I said, my bad.
So like, I mean, like playing small is like in the sense of don't sit there. It's almost like don't sacrifice your blessing so that someone else can sit there and be happy. That's what I think of playing small of.
When I think the difference between playing small and being humble is got a lot to do with confidence. Whenever you're playing small, I feel like you're losing a lot of self-worth, a lot of self-confidence. And when you're humble, you are very confident in your ability, but you don't have to trample on top of others to show how confident you are. Ooh. You can still play a big role in a small role, but you ain't got to be boisterous about it.
Example,
There it is.
Shaka, there we go. I knew
you had. I knew you every now and then, bro.
Confucius out here.
I'll give him
Confucius.
That's that God in him. Let's think example. I-N-E, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Right, because we tell humble is not saying what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Right. I think in our culture, in our society, at least here in America, I can't speak for anywhere else. If you tell somebody I'm great in this activity, that's not being humble. Example would be, when I listen to talk about E.T. Yeah. He says, I'm the number one motivational speaker in the world. And some people don't like you saying that. I like them humble. What, man? So him telling you who you are. Jesus said, Jesus, in his word for word, he said, I am the way, the
Come on.
truth, and the life.
Come on.
Nobody can come to the
Nobody.
Father except
But
through
through
me.
me.
I'm the truth, the rhythm, and the
You
fun.
got to go through me.
We said this before. Is that a humble? If Jesus said that today in 2023 in America, would we consider him humble?
Oh, this man cocky. Right? This man.
man.
That's what we
Is
say.
that
Look,
is-
that's what we say. This man cocky.
got it.
Nobody can get to the Father except through who? Me.
But he also
Think-
said, the sheep shall know my voice.
Right. So,
Look,
but
so
did Jesus trample on anybody else to their gift and their calling?
Nope.
Did he?
Not at all.
No. But he did. But he said, "But I gave you the truth." And again, some people received it. Some people ran with it. Some people said, "No, I don't want that."
Yeah.
Some people said, again, some people try to find God in other ways and avenues by calling it. I think I see it more now. It's universe, or we say so a lot of people say manifest instead of prayer.
Yeah.
We call universe that
Manifestation.
God. But I think, like I said, you run the risk of trying to find other avenues to that. But that's a whole different other avenue. That's- but-
Hey,
Oh.
we'll go on
just
next
saying, like,
podcast.
to me, I'm saying, long story short, but like you said,
Yeah.
those things are not. That wasn't a humble statement. But Jesus was probably one of the most humble. Actually, probably the humblest person.
Oh, for sure.
Him and Moses. The
For
Bible
sure. Like I said, you can play a big role. If you can play a big role in a small role, as I say, you can play a big part. My fault. You can play a big part in a small role.
Yes.
That's being humble. And I thought, like I said, what you said was cleared up completely.
I have to put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, understanding what God has for, like I said, and I've been praying about that more and more. God, help me be comfortable with what you have for me. I think more and more about that is our eye gates or what we watch on social media and different
Yeah.
things. If somebody watches this podcast and feel like, man, these guys are such great fathers and husbands, and I'm not doing the same thing, that's not our intention. That's not our motive.
No.
And if we do feel like you feel like that, I'm sorry. I'll apologize for it. We're sorry. That's not what our motives are. Our motives is always to encourage you,
Yeah.
to
Courage,
want
motivate.
to motivate,
Oh, yeah.
to want to be better, do better, maybe ask deeper questions about you, your family. Those are those things that we want to
We still trying
inspire.
to figure it out ourselves.
Look, preach,
Oh,
preacher.
for sure.
That's why we come
I
here
can
to
tell you
y'all
right
truth.
now, I don't have it together.
That's-
I don't have it together. Look,
Preach.
lost it yesterday on my daughter, but look here, I see the here or there. They get
Hey,
on the next
man,
podcast,
You
man.
leave my baby alone.
Nah, I was hot, man, because she
Nah,
wanted.
hey,
Nah,
save
she
it for
wanted
the
a piece
next
in the
podcast.
movie.
Save it for the next
She wanted a
podcast.
piece in the movie. Look, started giving a little back talk.
Well,
After I
that's-
done bought the
that's your
piece
dog.
in the movie. But I still love it. That's the
That's
thing about
it.
being a father.
Come on now.
Forgiveness.
The good, look, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So that's a good place to wrap it up like a burrito.
I got one more question shot like you do.
All right,
Look,
go ahead.
I got one more
wish you
question.
would.
Shaka, I got one more question.
Cancel. I got to be at work in 15 minutes.
Oh, my bad.
Little kids are worrying about me for basketball.
Ain't worry about your head.
They worried about me, man. They need me for basketball. Confidence.
Cleo gonna sue you.
Shaka's out there creating confidence.
That's right.
And tell them not to shrink back.
It's these young 3,
speak
4,
up. So
5s.
last question is how last
Hey,
to
man,
wrap,
we gotta go.
to wrap this up.
Ain't no wrap it up.
to
B.
wrap this up.
This ain't no bacon wrapped jalapeno. We wrapped it up, man.
Nah, so-
Wrap it up.
wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
All right.
Man, it's
So if you listen to my
still about
question,
to ask?
yep.
Hurry up.
So question: how can you give somebody a quick advice of how to not shrink back, not to shrink back, and not to play a small role out there?
Because
Yeah.
hurry up and answer
You
this
gotta know who you are. It's
Thank
plain
you.
and simple.
question. Know who you are.
But
Know
how,
who you are.
Look, know who you remember who you are.
Remember who you are.
Know what your skills are. Know what you're really good at, and
Yeah.
being comfortable with that.
Yeah, and be comfortable with failing. Boom. Be comfortable with saying the wrong thing because you don't know it's wrong until somebody tells you that's wrong.
right.
If it comes from a humble place.
You don't know until you know.
Until
You don't know what you don't know.
If
You're gonna
don't
put down
know,
a shirt.
Now you know, homie.
With
Well,
that being said,
I'll let
Shaka
you-
break
It's
it
been
down
another
for
great
these little black heads.
Episode of Pops and Socks.
Hey.
Where I shave my head. I'm bald headed. You got faded?
You got 12 o'clock
Yeah,
shadow on
You
top
got
of your head.
faded? Hey,
Yo,
man.
You got that Kobe. You got that
You got
Kobe.
12 o'clock shadow.
It's been about 4 days since I shaved now.
That's like that lollipop we
That's
dropped
why
on the rug.
Dad, I gotta drop lollipop.
You said, look, you
That
put that up.
That hurt. Dad.
That Ivory, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm still bald headed. He faded. He dreadlocks. Hey man, leave comments, questions for us in the
Please,
comment section.
please.
You know what I'm saying? We love you guys. Have a great, blessed week. Spread forth God's joy. Enjoy His peace and His mercy.
We out.
Black
We out
excellence.
here. Excellence.